fellow junkies, and welcome back. Horror Junkies 509, Kyle the 13th, sitting here with you again. Got my good old buddy here, Ramsey, my pug. And in a little bit of a different location here today, you guys. Just kind of wanted to do a in memoriam to George Romero. So I'm basically just going to show off my collection of George Romero stuff. I don't have a lot. Alright, bud. I don't have a lot, you guys, but I definitely wanted to do something because, you know, we just lost him. One of the most legendary directors ever. The man who created the modern-day zombie. Without him, we wouldn't have half the stuff we have now. We could possibly still be stuck with the voodoo zombies. So, you know, I mean, big loss for us in the horror community. I really wanted to do it out here in front of my Dawn of the Dead poster, you guys. I was planning on getting that signed by him at Crypticon, but this last year he wasn't able to make it. And, you know, I was happy to hear that he wasn't feeling good, but, you know, now this has happened, so it's kind of a different deal altogether. I was really planning on him signing the forehead on here, but I'm not letting anyone else sign on that spot. Even if I meet someone else that's in the movie, I'm going to do like a little memoriam to him. I want to put a picture of him right there, maybe with an R.I.P., something like that, you guys, because I want to make sure that that spot was forever going to be for him. Even though I'll never get to fill it, but, you know, I still want to do something like that because I think that'd be really cool. So kind of go through just all my George Romero movies. You know, I wasn't really sure what to do, you guys, so I just wanted to do something, so I'm here, and I'm wearing my hat forward. But in all seriousness, you guys, it's a really big loss for us, you guys. Really crappy. I've been watching all his movies, just, you know, I didn't know the guy personally, I never met him, but, you know, I came this close to getting my chance. So that's really what sucks the most for me. So, you know, I got these all in chronological order, you guys. It's going to be a pain in the butt to put back in my collection, but that's okay. One I just recently watched, just today, the original Night of the Living Dead, the black and white version, you guys. Just where it all began. And without it, only God knows where we'd be without it. I mean, if you guys haven't watched it because it's black and white, I mean, I get it because I used to be like that myself, but now I'm a big fan of black and white movies, so I can't recommend it enough, you guys. It's really just one of those ones that just needs to be watched at one point or another, and it's pretty short, so I mean, it won't be a complete waste. I promise you. The next one I got, this is more of a recent buy for me. I actually just kind of learned about this one this year at Crypticon, which was really cool. George Romero's Martin, and I heard about the premise of this movie, you guys, and I just had to watch it. Me and Angelina thought it sounded really awesome. I've only watched it once so far, really enjoyed it. It's going to be a rewatcher for me because I just really like the story. One of these movies that needs to get re-released. It doesn't have much of a modern release, so that'd be really cool. The movie I just finished watching before I did this, because I really wasn't sure what I was going to do, but I really wanted to do something, you guys. And that's the original Dawn of the Dead. This is definitely probably my favorite George Romero movie of all time. I mean, it's like that for a lot of people, and I'm definitely not going to dispute that one. So, I can't say enough good things about this movie. It's definitely one of the original movies that got me into George Romero. It's a funny story about just about every single one of George Romero's movies. As far as the Dead ones, I didn't really like it the first time I watched it. But the second time I watched it, for some reason, the light just dawns on me. I don't understand. Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead both did that. So, you know, it is what it is. Next up is the movie I'm probably going to watch right after I'm done with this and uploading this. And that's Day of the Dead. Definitely another great one in his collection, you guys. The Dead series, the top three ones, Night, Day, and Dawn. Or Night, Dawn, and Day, sorry. They go together great. I mean, I know that they're, like, connected, but not connected in any way, shape, or form. But to me, they'll always be the Dead trilogy to me. So Day of the Dead, yeah, I plan on watching that as soon as I'm done with this video. And then next one, probably a lot of people see. I've been seeing a lot of people watching this one, and that's Creepshow. I plan on mostly just watching the Dead series for now, just until the pain goes away. You guys know how it is. I mean, it's really weird when someone that you, like, you know, look up to all this time, and he dies, and then people are so weird about it. It's like, you didn't know him, but it's like, you know, it's kind of like we did. Us horror fans, I mean, we get into the directors, the actors, it's what we do. It's just the way it is. A lot of normal people will never understand that, and that's okay. But next one is Creepshow 2. Just two great anthology movies, these Creepshow movies. I really enjoy them. They both definitely got their own staple in my heart. They're different stories. Another recent buy for me, another anthology, is Two Evil Eyes. I just watched this one. I was able to make it through the first story, but the Black Cat one, I fell asleep during. I'm going to have to rewatch that one, definitely. But I was able to make it through the first one. I really like this one. I really like the look and the feel of it. The atmosphere in it was really great. I don't know if I showed the back. But glad I got this. Another one that was kind of came up at Crypticon. And then the remake of George Romero's Night of the Living Dead. I really love this remake. I am not a remake person at all. But just the fact that Tom Savini was kind of like the director of this one just really made me want to watch it because I just really love Tom Savini. But the remake of Night of the Living Dead. Which leads us to just another remake, you guys. The remake of Dawn of the Dead. I mean, I like this movie. I mean, it's definitely got its own little thing. You know, I mean, it is what it is. I think, I don't know how they would have possibly gotten running zombies in a George Romero movie. I don't know exactly how much he had to do with this one. I just think it might be his name. If you guys know if he had anything to do with this movie, let me know. Because it would surprise me that they would be able to get this by him in any way, shape, or form. And I did have the remake of Day of the Dead, but that was just an utter piece of crap. I didn't like that one. Fill me in if it maybe had been a rewatcher I need to do again, but who knows. Watch out, Ramsey. Come here, pug. Come here, pug. Come here, pug. Come here, pug. Ugh. He likes being center of attention. See, remember we watched this one. We recently reviewed it. Next one is George Romero's Land of the Dead. I like this one. Definitely, just a more of a modern touch. So I really thought this one was really well done. Not much I really have to say. I just reviewed this one, so if you want more of my thoughts on it, definitely go check out my junky movie reviews on Land of the Dead. Want to pick the next one? Well, they're all in chronological order, so you don't get to. Next one, you guys, is Diary of the Dead. Now, I'm not crazy about the whole found footage stuff, but I really enjoyed this movie. I really felt like it was just well done for what it is. It is found footage, and it is what it is, so that's really all I have to say about that. But I really enjoyed this one. Now his last one, George Romero's The Survival of the Dead. This is the one I really just can't watch. This is one I throw on, and I don't really pay attention to it. But I want to give it its rightful spot, because, it still is George Romero film. No matter how we shake it, no matter how much we hate it or anything, it's still a George Romero movie. It's just a different idea, you guys. At least he's still trying. So that's really all the George Romero movies that I have, you guys. If you guys know of one that you really, really want to recommend to me, leave it down in the comments, you guys. I'll more than happy check out one that you guys dig that I might not have. Definitely. What do you think? Find some more? So there's a couple other movies I want to show off that just has something to do with George Romero. So this one's The Birth of the Living Dead. It's kind of like a documentary of the making of Night of the Living Dead, which is just great. I bought these to learn more about George Romero during Crypticon, and yeah, I'm just really glad to have that one. And then the other one is the Documents of the Dead, basically kind of like a documentary of making Dawn of the Dead. I mean, really great. I'm hoping that maybe someday we'll get one for for Day of the Dead and maybe some of the other ones. I think that would be really cool and really awesome to see. Alright, but I'm going to need both hands now, okay? Alright. So these are something new. You guys have seen these. Just the pictures that I ended up with being autographed by George Romero. Since he wasn't able to make it to Crypticon, his people mailed these to the Crypticon people, and they said, you guys can sell them. And they decided to give them to the VIP and up people, because we get a bag of gear and stuff like that out of being the VIPs or the CIPs. And this is what I found in my bag. So, and there's a picture with Stephen King and signed by George Romero. I know it's never going to say to Kyle, whatever, but you know what? it is what it is. I just, like always, you guys, I'd so much rather meet him, but I mean, I guess it is what it is. Maybe I was meant to have it this way. It is what it is. This is one that was in Angelina's bag, but she lets me keep it in my DVD room. I like this picture a lot more just because the George Romero I recognize. The younger George Romero I'm just learning to recognize. And so I just want to kind of get a close-up on my Dawn of the Dead poster, you guys, and that's going to kind of do it for this video. Alright, you guys, so this is my signed Dawn of the Dead poster right up top. We got Ken Foree. Over here we got Galen Ross. And then right over here we have Scott Reininger. I might be pronouncing that wrong. And right there is where George Romero's gonna go. But you know, still definitely a cool poster. I really, really, really want to get Tom Savini's autograph on here someday. But I definitely want to fill that space with a George Romero picture of some sort beforehand, because I don't want someone to sign in what's always going to be his spot. Alright, you guys, so I hope you enjoyed the look at my, kind of small George Romero collection, you guys. Definitely, if there's something else I should definitely grab, you guys leave it down in the comments, let me know, and I'm definitely going to be checking that out. So that's really going to do it for me. Horror Junkies 509, Kyle the 13th, signing out. Just until next time, you guys. And you guys already know it. I've been sentenced to life. I'm a horror lifer. You guys have a killer day. Yo, what's going on, fellow junkies, fellow horror fans, subscribers, the new and the old? I hope you guys really enjoyed what you saw here. If you guys want to leave me a like and a comment, let me know that you enjoyed it. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification button so you guys can come back and see me again. Horror Junkies 509, Kyle the 13th. That's right, I'm a horror lifer.